Hey Olympia! Today we're talking about the September 10th, 2024 Olympia City Council meeting. And it was a long time coming because we've been on a little bit of a break at the end of summer. So it's been about 3 weeks since the last council meeting, getting through the end of August and Labor Day.
Yeah, so here we are closing in to the end of summer, and this is Council in 10.
For the record, I'm Kellie Purse-Brossett.
And I'm Susan Grisham.
So if this is your first time joining us, Council in 10 is our attempt to recap for you everything that happened at the council meeting that happened the night before in under 10 minutes.
So if you were busy watching something else that was maybe on TV last night, Council in 10 is for you.
So Susan, before we get started, we have a little business to take care of because apparently if you watched us the last time, you'll notice that we went a little bit over our 10 minutes and we're supposed to get punished, which if you saw our last punishment, I did not like. And as a result of this, we got this cryptic note. So
A little worried about this one.
it says, y'all need to get moving.
Whoa. Well, not sure what that means.
Well, let's see what it means. Well, there, Roy Rogers. Let me just say, I do not do denim on denim.
Yes, the Canadian tuxedo.
Yes, here we go. We're getting punished again for going over. I don't like this. I don't like punishment.
Yeah, neither do I. We don't deserve it.
Well, okay. Well, I guess we need to get going. So, giddy up, partner.
Yeehaw. Okay, so roll call. Everybody was present, but Councilmember Cooper was participating virtually. No announcements. The agenda was approved, and then we moved on to special recognition. The first one we had yesterday evening was a proclamation recognizing National Service Dog Month. So Councilmember Parsley, our vet on council, read the proclamation recognizing September as National Service Dog Month. So Canine Companions Representative Jody Hawthorne spoke about the importance of specifically trained service dogs, and she bought a friend with her, Days, a sweetie. And talked about...
Oh, well behaved.
Oh, I know, my goodness. And talked about, the service that dogs provide to folks, not only people with illnesses or disabilities, but folks who are going through some traumatic times, in courts and other places. It was really, really lovely.
It was, and she talked about how Days works with children at the Monarch Children's Justice and Advocacy Center. So I think he's a facility dog.
Yeah.
So unlike my dog.
I think we need a facility dog.
Yes, and then we moved on to September globally is known as Suicide Prevention Month, and the council had a proclamation for National Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. And Zachary Duncan, the executive director of the Crisis Clinic of Thurston and Mason County, as well as Aaron Wheeler, the chair of the board, were on hand to accept the proclamation. It was a reminder for everyone to understand the importance of mental health education and self-care. So from there, we moved on to public comment. There were 2 in-person commenters, no one remote. Both speakers were there to encourage the council to move forward a workers' Bill of Rights package. And the Finance Committee is going to be discussing portions of this based on a referral from council.
So then we moved on to the consent calendar. So before they voted on the consent calendar, item 4D was pulled for just some comment and questions. Councilmember Vanderpool had some questions specifically around parking locations to encourage walking, cycling, and public transportation, and the use of turf in the park and its recyclability. And so our Parks, Arts, and Recreation Director, Paul Simmons, came up, did a brief presentation and discussed, what the planning was around parking, and then also talked about the turf and how recyclable it is. And it turns out that turf gets recycled about 25 times in its lifetime. So
and this was specific to the development of the Yelm Highway, park process. Yeah.
Yes. So this was actually approval of a resolution authorizing an agreement with Berger Partnership to complete the Phase 1 design. So these questions were specific around design.
Yeah, and this is an important, we don't have any soccer fields in Olympia, and so this is something the community has really been wanting for a long time. It's been in the parks plan for a while.
Yeah, it's a pretty momentous occasion.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So then we moved on to other business. So the first item was approval of the 2024 Percival Plinth Project People's Choice Award.
Yep.
And this year it was Ember 2 by Karen Sixkiller, which was an incredible kind of gothy spider web and a large pedestal web situation. Really, really cool. So Kathy Dorgan, who is the chair of the Arts Commission, came to talk about it a little bit, and so did Valerie Roberts, who is our Armory building manager. And then in discussion about it, Councilmember Cooper requested that the city purchase the second place winner as well, because I think it was within 2 votes.
Yeah, 3 votes, I think.
Yeah. So staff, though, were able to explain that the Public Art Fund is being used for some other projects like the gateways right now, and it just wouldn't be prudent to buy both of them at this time. Yeah. So Councilmember Cooper did propose that working into budgeting for the future to purchase the second place plinth in future years, because every year it comes pretty darn close.
Right. Well, and the cool thing about the People's Choice winner, it always ends up outside of City Hall on the corner. And this one particularly, council noted, the spider is supposed to be a representation of an indigenous myth, grandmother spider who brings fire to the people. And it's supposed to be a recognition of that some little small things can do powerful things, and to respect everyone in the community. So it's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. All right. And then the next other business item was a request for an acceptance of the Olympia Strong strategy. And this has been some really strong ongoing work, a lot of public engagement by our economic development director, Mike Reed, and his crew, and a bunch of folks going out, checking in with the community in a really deep way, and coming up with a strategy that's about economic opportunity for everyone. So this is not just let's bring in a big box store and get people some jobs. This is really an effort, as Mike said, to try to bend the curve of poverty and reset how we do economic development the Olympia way. So it was pretty darn cool. One of the things that one of our council members said is that about the strategy is that and what he really pushed was this idea that people can live with stability and security and dignity through in our community, even if you don't want to aspire to be the supervisor of or the boss of a particular industry. So the council accepted the Olympia Strong, and it's going to really be shaping our work in the next year or so. So
absolutely, and it's a really visionary way to look at economic development, and it really is the Olympia way.
Absolutely.
So it's really a big deal for us.
It is, and it's who we are. Really is who we are, right? And then from there they moved to council reports. There was, it's been 3 weeks, so there was a lot to talk about. But some of the highlights for me that happened the mayor talked about the visit in August from our delegation from Cato, our sister city, and his time spent with the mayor of Cato, Mayor Iwani, and his wife came, and a delegation of about 10 people. Yeah. Right, and they were really impressed with our public art.
My goodness, yes, they walked away. It was really cool to spend that time with them because it was looking at Olympia through their eyes, and they're very wide and excited eyes. So it was really neat.
It's nice to see that. It's nice to see that. So we had new visitors, and then the other thing is we had an old visitor. August 23rd, the mayor declared August 23rd Bikini Kill Day because that band that was rooted and started in Olympia and became famous internationally, Bikini Kill, was back in town doing a concert, performing, and so the mayor got to recognize them and give them a cultural key to the city, and it was sort of a loop back.
Really big deal.
Really big deal. And I think that wraps us up, right?
Yes, we adjourned at 8:08 p.m.
Boom! Yay! Okay. Woo! Did we make it? We got.
Ooh, well, seconds to spare.
Yeah, seconds to spare. I'm hoping we got seconds to spare. I do not like being punished, even when I get to wear a 10-gallon hat. It is not. I like Halloween on Halloween, and not any other day. So. So thank you for joining us. If you're watching us live, you can stay tuned, and the council meeting we just talked about is going to follow this program. Or if you can watch this and any of our program on demand anytime on olytv3.com, and download the Oly TV app because it's really good.
It is. And if you want to catch a council meeting live and in person, you can come hang out with us on Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. We're always here.
We save a seat for you.
And with that,
we are adjourned. Happy trails.